Hey, good morning everybody. I just want to do a quick video on my water hyacinth update on my pond plant. And this is how it used to look when I first got them from Home Depot about 3 months ago. Check the pictures. And this is how it looks now. You can see how much it's grown. See my koi swimming right underneath there too. Right there. You can see him peeking out. Fish like to swim underneath it. It gives them shade. And as you can see, I have a lot of baskets covering this area so they're not being nibbled on the roots by the koi, which I've had that happen in the past. So now I have these baskets, but these baskets also give a barrier. So the fish can have this whole area to themselves, but we also have the water hyacinth. They won't be able to get past those baskets. They've expanded so much that I've had to take some out, and as none of this is even holding any baskets at all. There's no baskets, but the fish do swim underneath them, and so far I haven't seen them bothering the roots too much. They do like to swim around this whole thing. Water hyacinths are invasive species, and they're actually banned in Europe, also some states, luckily not banned in Nevada. So you just have to maintain them as they can really grow. The main thing they need is just sun, and they don't like a lot of water flow. So all my water flow is really down there, where I got these 3 water features. So they have that area, the fish have that area to swim as well, but they can also swim underneath here, which they are always doing. And they like it in here with the shade. Unlike other pond plants that give oxygen, water hyacinths don't produce oxygen for them. But what they do is they take the nutrients away from algae that would normally be growing in here, especially in Vegas heat. And that's why my water is not green. It's very clear. I mean, I do have 3 different water features there, all having a filter, and they all have a pre-filter. I also have a UV sterilizer, but the plants also help a lot too in taking those nutrients away from algae. So there is no algae. You can see some fish underneath there. Now with these water hyacinths, one thing I do once a week is I'm always trimming them. For instance, I will cut this one out later. Anything brown like that, trim them off. Also the roots, this has been recently cut. You see some fish there, but they can grow all the way down easily, all the way to the bottom of the pond. And that would block their path for the fish to swim underneath. So I'm always cutting them and trimming them. Plus you don't want decay, and these things, if you keep them there dead, that causes decay, and that's bad for the water. See other fish picking out. They like it down there. Eventually though, it will get cold in Las Vegas. Right now we're end of September, mid-80s, it's still fine. But once that happens, I will be taking all these out, and I'm gonna get a big tub and bring them inside. I'll have some artificial light shooting at them. So I wanna maintain them, and then once it gets warm again, I will bring them back into the pond. See how they've really expanded from just a few stalks of plants to this. With water hyacinth, they are kind of unique. They got these bulbs here that float. This is the mother plant. Then they have these runners, and then that leads to a daughter plant, and they just keep expanding and expanding. So that's why they're invasive in those other countries and some states. But as long as you can maintain them, you always have to have some kind of barrier, which I have these baskets as a barrier. So I can float some around here, along the sides. They won't be able to get past those barriers. And the fish will have their areas to swim too. But mainly just make sure it's at least 40% or less of the water surface. Fish right there. He loves it in there. nice overview of him again. Thanks again for watching. That's my water hyacinth update, and I'll keep doing pond updates as well as they grow, and also have to do one once winter hits, show you what I plan to do with them. But so far so good on that. Thanks again for watching.